There's a fear lurking in the shadows of the Canadian wilderness, a fear that doesn't roar, but whispers. It's not always the aggressive bear you need to worry about. It's the silent one, the quiet predator that stalks without sound, keeping just out of sight. 3 years ago, my friend Caleb and I set out on what we thought would be an ordinary hiking trip. By day 2, we began to feel it. Something watching us. By day 3, we realized it wasn't just watching. It was hunting us. The trip was supposed to be simple. 3 days hiking, 2 nights camping, a break from reality. Caleb enthused about this trail. He called it the quietest place on earth. He wasn't wrong. As we ventured deeper into the forest, the world outside faded away. No roads, no people, no signal, just endless trees and crisp air. Initially, it was serene, but as hours rolled on, an unsettling stillness replaced the peacefulness. Birds were absent, flying away. Not a single chirp echoed through the pines. No insects buzzed in the underbrush. Even the wind seemed hesitant to disturb the air around us. I pointed this out to Caleb. He shrugged and said it was likely because of a predator nearby. An amusing thought at first, but one that took root in my mind. Later that day, we stumbled upon tracks pressed deep into wet mud beside our path. Enormous footprints that looked too large to belong to any ordinary animal. Each print merely matched my own head in size. Caleb knelt beside them, his expression shifting from curiosity to something more serious. Recognition. His voice dropped as he urged me to keep moving without looking back. Those tracks weren't crossing where we had come from. They were leading ahead of us. Fresh evidence of someone or something that had moved along this very trail only moments before us. Suddenly, the tranquility turned oppressive. The forest felt alive with unseen eyes observing our every step. We made camp near a rocky clearing just before sunset, a poor choice in hindsight. Caleb remained tense throughout dinner, eyes darting towards the tree line as if expecting something terrible to emerge. Then he spoke words I'll never forget. If a grizzly wants your food, that's bad, but if it starts following you after that, you're in real trouble. That night, around 2 a.m., nature's silence shattered when I awoke, needing fresh air outside our tent. The moment I unzipped it, I heard it. Crunch, crunch. Heavy footsteps circling us slowly, not erratic or rushed, calculated and careful. My heart raced as I froze inside the tent, while breathing filled with dread crept closer and closer until deep breaths echoed eerily against the fabric walls. Caleb was awake. I could sense his shared terror, and then came a jolt when something brushed against our tent fabric, making it bend inward. Whatever lurked outside was colossal. For almost an hour, that bear stayed outside, sniffing occasionally, while darkness enveloped us in tension thick enough to taste. When morning arrived amidst our silence and fear-stricken faces, we found our food bag missing, not torn apart, simply gone, and fresh tracks circled our campsite as if whatever hunted us had staked its claim throughout the night. Logic screamed at us to flee immediately, but we were still miles away from safety and kept moving into deeper woods, a mistake we regretted soon after when snapped branches echoed behind us like haunting whispers. At first, distant sounds turned sharp. The unmistakable crunch of twigs snapping underfoot grew louder with each step we took, until paranoia gnawed at my gut. Every pause invited silence, and yet each time we halted, the sound ceased too abruptly. Caleb grabbed my arm suddenly and pointed upwards with wide eyes. There stood a massive grizzly between trees 50 meters away, silent but observant. It wasn't curious or startled. It seemed calmly predatory, as if already having made a decision about us. "Don't run," Caleb whispered urgently. But even those words couldn't stop instinct. As it took measured steps toward us, we reversed slowly until he yelled, "Hey!" The bear hesitated for mere seconds before launching forward with ferocity unlike anything I'd ever witnessed. A collision of raw power crashing through foliage. And then chaos struck. In one momentary glance back at my friend, the ravishing distance snapped between us, is seared into my memory, along with his desperate scream, echoing through verdant corridors, before plunging me into solitude within unforgiving woods. I searched aimlessly for hours, trying desperately finding any semblance of trail while hearing infrequent rustling behind me. A constant echo following closely enough for dread, yet never close enough for clarity, until terror gripped me hard. Fresh tracks alongside mine confirmed what horror awaited. I wasn't merely lost, but actively pursued. Night descended mercilessly. I clambered atop rock formations perched above the forest floor, clutching a flare gun tightly, waiting for dawn's light, when faint footsteps resumed below me again. Crunch, crunch. Then silence returned, mocking completeness within emptiness surrounding me, until midnight struck. The sudden flash navigated amongst shadows, revealing glowing eyes, low in trees, reflecting back at me. Rescue teams discovered me exhausted and disoriented, nearly 15 kilometers from where I should have been. Caleb's backpack found later bore claw marks deep into its fabric, but he remained unaccounted for, even weeks after searches concluded, empty-handed, save for rumors of large male bears lingering dangerously close during those days prior. Months later, as I returned home, a strange noise broke through slumber late at night. Crunch, crunch. Heavy footsteps reverberating outside stirred memories long buried beneath layers of daily life, until trepidation creeped back unwelcome as muddy footprints appeared outside my window, leading away into snow-covered darkness. Sometimes, I wonder if some part of that bear still haunts me, silently lurking closer than I dare think.